Yeah? What do you want?
I have a question for you. Have you ever heard of someone called the Angel of Valhalla?
Hey, you must be new to these parts. There's not a man or woman here that doesn't know the Angel.
The Angel of Valhalla isn't a person. It's a legendary chocobo, covered in feathers as white as the clouds. It's the sacred bird that only appears at the end of the world.
So it's a local legend, then.
Yeah, a legend. At least that's what it used to be. But in recent times, many folk have seen the bird with their own two eyes. A lot of us are thinking maybe that story is true.
Maybe it is, but Dr. Ghazal has been after it for years, and he still doesn't have proof that the beast is the one from legend.
Dr. Ghazal? Who would that be?
The famous veterinarian, of course. A prickly character with the temper of a behemoth, but he loves his chocobos. When it comes to the Angel, he's the leading expert in all of the wildlands.
The doctor lives up the road a bit, in the village of Canopus Farms. If you catch him in a good mood, he'll help you out. Maybe.
A white chocobo at the end of the world.
There's nothing about this in any of the official scriptures of the Order. It's a local story, a superstition.
Even if it is, someone spoke to me. The voice was real, and it mentioned the Angel of Valhalla. I want to know who it was.
If you think that's what you need to do, then go ahead.
Right, a bad-tempered chocobo vet by the name of Dr. Ghazal. See my blade? Thanks for waiting. Fool could not hope to win. Can you take me? Try it. Strike you down. Can you see my blade? Challenge accepted. Strike you down. The mist clears, the cycle is complete. I challenge you. strike you down. I challenge you. I will strike you down. I think you might like this. I've had worse. You're down. Go to hell. Ha! Ha!
If you want to learn more about the...
Hello there, stranger. Welcome to Canopus Farms. My name's Garrett. Guess you could say I run things around here. What can we do for you?
I've come to talk to your vet, Dr. Ghazal.
Ah, got it. You want to know about the Angel of Valhalla, right? Well, Dr. Ghazal's your man.
Yeah, well, that's what everyone tells me.
He's been chasing that white chocobo for over a century now. It's all he cares about since his daughter died.
What is it?
Ah, damn. I shouldn't have said anything about his daughter. It's not a secret or anything, but he really hates anybody talking about it. The doctor first came out here with his daughter, but about a century ago, she was killed while they were both out tracking chocobos. The doctor never really told the whole story of what happened. But after that, he threw himself even deeper into his research and work. But listen, promise me one thing, okay?
I won't let on that you told me. Don't worry.
Thanks. I'd appreciate it. I mean, everyone around these parts knows the story, of course, but he wouldn't like it if strangers started asking about his past. Anyway, if you're interested in seeing the legendary chocobo for yourself, Dr. Ghazal is the man you have to talk to. They say he's seen the Angel of Valhalla more than a few times.
Sounds like he could help.
I'd bet my hunting bow on it.
What do you mean?
It's just a saying we have out here in the wildlands. It means good luck.
By all accounts, he's a difficult man to deal with. But no one knows more about chocobos.
I want to know more about the Angel of Valhalla.
Go away.
I heard you know things. The encounter is ordained. You have been led to the fountainhead whence the chaos flows. Does that mean anything to you?
Great Etro's helm. Where did you hear those words? Who spoke them?
A young girl, but I never saw her.
A maiden's voice born on the wind. Yes, that's how I heard them too. So it would appear that she has spoken to both of us. The angel is a tempestuous chocobo that lives in these plains. I myself have glimpsed the creature many times. It is said whoever can break him and ride him will become his master.
Nor me. I don't know anything about chocobos.
Don't rule yourself out, young lady. You may be the one, if you're telling the truth about the voice, that is. It's true, not everyone who hears the voice is the chosen one, but rest assured, the encounter will happen. The legends tell us that the chocobo's chosen master will be led by the Chocobo to a certain place. I speak of that dread edifice whence the chaos emerges, the Temple of Etro herself.
You mean the one built into the cliff?
The very same. And deep below that sinister haven of destruction, an ocean of chaos loyals.
What does that mean?
Alas, the legends give us few details.
And to do that, I've got to find and tame the Angel of Valhalla.
Yes, indeed. But that, let me assure you, is no easy task. I have a couple of assistants who live here in the village.
An ocean of great chaos buried beneath a temple. Do you think it could be true? Does the Order know anything about it? Excuse me, do you know anything about the Angel of Valhalla?
Do I? You're as smart as you look coming to me with that question. I'll have you know I am the oldest, yes, that's right, the oldest surviving student of the great Dr. Ghazal himself. First, the basics. The legendary Chocobo, the so-called Angel of Valhalla, is not a creature anyone can find just by looking for it.
Except, I'm guessing you're gonna tell me that you can.
Not quite, but I can tell you what the good doctor has told me. He deliberately seeks out his mortal foe, the Chocobo Eater. So you see, if you wish to find the white Chocobo of legend...
I should find a Chocobo Eater.
Precisely. I knew you were smart. Now, the last sighting of a Chocobo Eater was in the City of Ruins. The ruins lie in grim terrain that stretches yonder to the east. But the Chocobo Eater is a fearsome beast.
If you want to find the prey, seek out the predator. It makes sense. You should head east and find the City of Ruins.
Hi.
Come back again soon. We have a legend out here that when the White Angel appears in the wildlands, the world will soon come to an end.
Currently? Are you taking the train?
This stop, Dead Dunes.
Just up around the trains are running. Lightning. It doesn't look like anyone else got off here but you.
Well, this is a shock. A tourist?
You could say that.
Hate to break it to you, but there's nothing worth seeing in this desert.
Why not? Are they dangerous?
They're just breeding grounds for monsters. The vessel that'll summon the souls of the dead and open the door to the afterlife.
Summon souls, you said? That's promising.
Ah, bunch of nonsense if you ask me. Not that the bandits or the Order will ever give up on it, though. They've been searching for that thing forever. I don't recommend diving into those ruins for some fairy tale. Not if you don't want those bandits on your back for invading their territory.
Thanks for the warning.
Why don't you find those bandits' headquarters and see what they know? I'm sure they'll have information about the...
This has turned into a real fool's errand. Thought I'd start a new market in the desert. Hey, are you part of Monoculus? Not that it matters to me. Buy something, would you?
This is just a guess, but... After all, why would anyone choose to live in a place like this without a good and lucrative reason? I've looked into that clavis for you. Apparently, it's an artifact that's thought capable of drawing the souls of the dead to it. That's about all we know. It seems the Order has been trying hard to recover the relic. In recent years, they've dispatched several parties of seculars to the desert.
But they haven't had any luck, right? It seems like the Order isn't the only one interested either. The bandits also want it.
Yes, the bandits that call this desert home. They make a living by taking what they can from the ruins and selling their finds.
Are they bandits or grave robbers? I don't know how much this clavis is worth, but if it can be used to gather souls, it sounds pretty...
Yes, it's the only artifact of its type in the world. If the Order is willing to spend so many resources searching for it, it's probably worth finding. This door seems to be locked from... Perhaps you'll be able to open from the inside once you find your way into the ruins.
My sword strikes like lightning. I challenge you. Thanks for waiting. I challenge you. I challenge you. Nothing to speak of. Hope, which way should I go now?
As you can see, there are no roads.
Welcome. You do know of Tobias' store, don't you? Not that there are many rivaling businesses out here.
I'm in the middle of the desert looking for a lost treasure, and you can't help me.
Can't be helped. I've hit a wall. The lack of information on that clavis is almost unnatural. I don't know if the information has just been lost in time, or if someone has purposefully concealed.
I challenge you. I challenge you. sword strikes like lightning. Can you see my blade? I will strike you down. Don't even try. I challenge you. And we meet again. I will strike you down.
The settlement nearby is probably the bandit gang's base. They should know something about the Clavis, considering how much time they've spent in the ruins. But be careful if you go in there. There's at least one settlement here in the desert. Hopefully, you'll be able to rest up there. But it seems like it's the bandits' base. They may not exactly welcome a stranger like you.
Well, considering how they've been tracking me.
So, you noticed. Yes, it looks as though they've been keeping an eye on you ever since you stepped foot in their desert.
Let 'em. Blood and flesh will meet steel. Thanks for waiting. Down. Shine on me. Think you might like this. Can you see my blade? Lightning strikes. Challenge accepted. You're down. Is this the arithmometer?
I tried to analyze the... It's no good. I just can't seem to get any readings. Light, I'm afraid I can't offer any more help right now. We can try again later, after we find some more clues. Light, you're very near to the bandit settlement. Check the signposts, if you don't know which way to go. to the settlement now. I'm sure that you're looking forward to a bit of rest. But I wouldn't let your guard down if I were you. I would guess that everyone living there is part of the bandit gang.
So don't be surprised if I wake up at knife point, is that it? Fine by me. It'd give me an excuse to beat some information out of them.
You'd use yourself as bait? Just for that? I guess that's just like you. But don't let yourself get hurt, okay?
I've been surveying the desert all these long years, but I have been completely flummoxed by those cursed tablets.
I used to see a traveler around these parts. This is Ruffian, the only settlement in the desert. It used to be a real town once, but most people have gone and given up on the bandit life.
What's this? A tourist egg?
It appears that you aren't one of those secutors from the Order. The secutors are the greatest rivals that this gang has. They'll never get it if they can't get that door unsealed.
So you're the new seed hunter, huh? But, seeing you're out here in the land of outlaws and bandits, once you've got your hands on... We pay good money. Looks like you had your... Nice job.
The buildings here are ancient structures from another age. I don't know whether to call this a town or a fortress, but it's definitely unique.
I'd say
Where'd you come from?
well, would it really matter if I were?
No. I'm not gonna tell you a thing either way, so
Guess I should have known better than to ask some lowly grunt.
if you think you're gonna get to meet our boss, you better learn to ask nicely.
Did I hurt your feelings? Excuse me, but would you do me the great honor of showing me the way to your boss? Please.
I don't have no help to spare for strangers.
That kid just gives you the creeps. You know what I mean?
Why, hello. Looks like it's your first time to our humble home.
That's exactly what I need.
A woman who knows what she wants.
Rumor has it that you bandits might be able to tell me about the Holy Clavis.
So you know who we are.
Why should I have to tell you that?
You shouldn't, and you don't. If you want to know what we know about the Clavis, you'll just have to join our gang, Monoculus. Have you ever wanted to be a bandit? Now's your chance, but we'll at least let you try out. If you don't like that, then I think you know where the exit is. And that's all I've got to say about this. Name's Adonis, by the way. I'll explain everything you need to know.
If you want to find the Holy
You ready to see if you've got what it takes to join? Oh, made your decision, have you? There's a giant sandstorm in the desert. You've seen it, right? It's been causing us nothing but grief out here, to say the least. Make it stop.
Make it stop? The wind? Do you want a bandit or a holy woman?
Oh, fine. Make me explain it all. Look, that thing's not exactly natural. People call it God's wrath. If you can trigger the stone monument near it, you should be able to control it.
If you know that, why haven't you taken care of it?
What? You think a human can control the weather? That's just crazy talk. Beat the monster near the stone monument, and you'll get the key that activates it.
So if you want into the bandit gang...
Beat the monster near the...
and somehow use that monument to stop God's wrath.
Hearing what Adonis had to say about it didn't sound like anything a normal person could do.
You're right, it's not a very fair trial. But then again, you are the savior. Doing what regular people can't comes with a job.
I don't barter. You got that? Hey, what's with the sourpuss? You don't have a complaint about my fine assortment now, do you?
It's good enough, I suppose.
Go on! I don't need some uppity tourists making demands.
If you insist, I will. You're not the only merchant around.
That's where you're wrong, Missy. Far as I know, this is the only shop in the desert. There was one other fella, but he couldn't cut it. Lost all his drive to sell out here.
So? What made him give up?
Damn fool. He bet his dreams on the desert, that's what. Poor old Ramon. He thought he'd make a real name for himself out here, selling to adventurers.
Sounds good for you, though he doesn't seem like he was much of a rival anyway.
Shut it! You don't know the first thing about him.
Didn't mean to offend you.
Nothing. Not a damn thing. It's just like you say. He was nothing at all. It's not like he'd ever been a threat to my business anyway. No, not Ramon. I'm done talking about him. If you want to know more, ask him yourself.
He was a pretty strange guy, wasn't he? But if he's really the only merchant around like he says, then I guess you'll have to count on him for help. Unless, of course, you want to find out for yourself about that Ramon fellow.
Welcome! Well, that's a shame. Next time.
That must be it. Adonis's monster. The question is, does it have the key?
Let's hope that it does. But I'll have to beat it to find out. And now I get to be a bandit, too. The ground will be stained with blood. Lightning strikes. I think you might like this. I think you might like this. Can you see my... I will strike you down. Guess it comes to this. I challenge you. Challenge accepted. Huh. Is this the key? Is this how you activate that monument?
That's the theory, yeah. It's called a crux and supposed to fit right into the monument and switch it on somehow. But not just for anyone. According to all the tales, only those chosen by God can make them work.
It doesn't seem dangerous. I think it's just reacting to your power.
Oh, don't tell me. You can actually make it work? Well, shoot. I never thought you'd be able to do it. So you're the real deal. You actually got the crux to do its thing. Guess the boss was right. As usual, you've got some strange kind of power that the rest of us just don't.
Your boss? I don't remember being introduced.
You haven't, but we've been keeping tabs on you ever since you stepped off the train at the station. But I suppose I should let the boss explain the rest in person. 'Cause, honestly, I don't want to get blamed for spilling the wrong things.
So does that mean I'm in?
I said the boss will explain in person, didn't I? You think just anyone gets in to see her? Welcome to the gang. You are now officially part of Monoculus.
Light, you've stopped the winds and opened up a new route. It looks like Adonis wasted no time in using your new shortcut. The bandit gang was watching you from the very beginning. It seems like they were just waiting for the right time to talk to you. So the leader of the Monoculus gang saw through to your true power. It looks like you might still have some challenges ahead of you, Light.
I figured away my fortune.
If you refuse to budge, my research goes nowhere.
No one but us bandits.
That seal has been unbreakable for centuries.
I've been surveyed, but I've been...
Good job again on the trial. Impressive. Here she is, boss. The new recruit with the crazy powers. It was just like you said, the crux lit up like a candle.
Perfect timing. Huh? Glad you could make it. Took you long enough, didn't it?
Fang.
What? No hugs and tears for an old friend? Not like I'd expected, though. If you'd shouted Fang and hugged me, I might have had a heart attack on the spot.
Yeah, you guys know each other.
But I'm glad to see you're still the same. It's been a long time, after all. Though I guess a part of you has changed. You're more than just human now. You're on a mission from God now. Right, Savior?
So you know who I am.
Isn't it nice not having to explain things? Yeah, I heard all the stories hanging out with the God Squad in Luxurion. They love talking about their savior.
You were with the Order, but ditched them to come out here to be a gang leader.
Those priests aren't exactly my kind of people. I stuck around to look after Vanille, but then something else came up. I'm after the Clavis now. It's been sealed away for ages, though, and no one's got even close to it. I was beginning to think I'd have to give up. But then you came along and worked your magic with that crux. How about we team up? I want to get that Clavis before the Order does. Help out a friend, Lightning?
How could I refuse an old friend? It'll be like old times, right?
All right. I'll show you what we have on the ruins. We've got lots to talk about. Like what the Order is up to. And Vanille, too. Anyway, we've got ourselves a deal. If you're going into those ruins, I'm coming too. We'll get that holy Clavis, and take down anyone that gets in our way.
So the boss turned out to be someone you knew, Erba Yun Fang. You once fought alongside her many years ago.
You do realize that you did too, right? Yet you sure make it sound like it has nothing to do with you.
Well, yes, we did fight together once. A long, long time ago.
We found the entrance in an area called the Giant's Sandbox. It's near that one statue, the Giant's Hand. I'm pretty sure we did put some signs up.